What's up? How's it going? Here's your favorite sorcerer, really, is Soulpax. In this video, I'm going to teach you a little bit more about the mind, which is extremely important. Now, obviously, I'm talking about magic here and the occult in general. But what all of these guys out there that are supposedly teachers of magic, which is using the medium and the vessel of the mind and your energy, they don't fucking teach you how to deal with the mind. Isn't that funny? It's like somebody teaching you to drive, but they don't tell you how to use the steering wheel or how to use gas and the brakes and how to change everything. Tires. You need to fucking understand the vessel before you can get good results. You see? And this is why you see all these fucking wannabe occultist master magicians fucking, run off a cliff, metaphorically speaking, and their life goes to hell. Because they don't fucking understand what they're doing. It's almost like their vessel isn't clean. Or let's put it like that. They're using a car, go to the fucking gas station and put the wrong fucking gasoline into the car. What do you think is going to happen? Idiots. Idiots. Fucking dumbasses. You know what? Frauds. That's what they are. They don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. Okay, but here, I'm going to give you another very powerful secret that will immediately demonstrate to you, if you don't already know that. And if you don't already know that, you're late to the party. But I'm going to demonstrate to you, without a doubt, I'm going to give you another secret that's going to show you that I know what the fuck I'm talking about and that I'm the real deal. And if you really want to learn magic, not just... Now, first of all, you're not even going to get results with this other stuff, right? But if you want to learn magic to get results, and not only get results, but upgrade your life, make your life better, not get fucking destroyed in the process, and you need to listen to me and you need to study my stuff. Let me take a step back. So, I want to talk about a sequence that is often forgotten. See, we here in the Western world, right? Which I don't consider myself part of the Western world or Western philosophy or any of this bullshit. I don't consider myself part of humanity, to be honest. I think this is like a shit species, all right? So, but I mean, we got to use what we have available, right? Most of you guys are going to have access to or have been socialized and indoctrinated in a Western frame of mind. And believe it or not, there are some philosophical foundations to that, okay? And just like the fish doesn't see the water, you don't see the philosophical framework that has been put onto your perception and influences your subconscious decision making, all right? So one of those frameworks that has been imposed on you is... We talk a lot about doing and having in this society, in this culture. We talk a lot about doing and having. Do this, do that, do this, do that. Like every fucking influencer out there that you might see, every magical coach or whatever, magical coach, right? any person that talks about occult practices, right? They talk a lot about doing. I did this, I evoked this demon, I did this spell. Do this, and then you will have this. You will have this, okay? Everybody's talking about fucking doing and having. Wrong approach. Here's what's up. Maybe you've had employees before. And you noticed that one person was really shit in a certain situation or in a certain position. And then maybe you changed them into a different area of the same business, and all of a sudden they were incredible. They were absolutely incredible, meaning good. So, or maybe you have different examples like that. Maybe you changed your job in some way or another, and you were really good at that, right? Maybe in certain areas of your life you are a fucking loser. And in other areas, you're really good and you make shit happen, right? Now, what is the difference between those things? Yeah, people will call it talent, blah, blah, blah. No, it's none of that. It is the beingness, you see. At one point of your life, your socialization, you growing up, you decided upon an identity, or it was decided upon you, or rather, somebody that you cared about, somebody that you trusted, somebody that you respected, gave you an identity and you accepted that. You made that your own. And now you unconsciously started acting in alignment and congruent with that identity. And at that point, the actions are automatic. Because if you have a certain identity, there are certain actions that you will take and other actions that you will not take. And then the result is just natural. So it's be, do, and have. You should focus on being, not on doing and having. A fish cannot fly. So if a fish wants to fly, so to speak, he first has to become a bird. And believe it or not, yes, you have a lot of flexibility and a lot of space and options in terms of how you want to change and who you want to become. That is real. That's a real thing. Now, let's define identity and what that consists of. It consists of, number one, see, every game that you play needs rules and it needs boundaries. Rules and boundaries. Okay? So if you're playing this game of life, you need to pick an identity. And that identity consists of, you have certain values. What are the most important things to you in this lifetime, to this identity that you have? My most important values, my core values are evolution, power, and growth. And knowledge, sorry. Evolution, wisdom, and growth. Knowledge and wisdom are kind of like the same thing, right? And that alone structures my day, I guarantee you. That determines these things. If those are my core values, that already sets the course for my life, That sets the course for my life, what does that mean? I'm on a mission, my friend. I'm on a fucking mission to gather as much power, wisdom, and, to as possible, and to evolve my spiritual self and my spiritual being to the highest level possible. I'm on a mission. That's my mission, my friend. That's what I'm here to do. Everything else is just a sideshow. And everything that I do, besides maybe, eating, sleeping, and all these things that are necessary, are in some way or another aimed at gaining more of that. Wisdom, power, and evolution. Spiritual evolution. That's really what I do. So that's my identity, right? Now, besides those core values, you should also have, of course, things that you don't do, things that are taboo to you. For me, it's, for instance, honor. My honor cannot be bought in any way, shape, or form. And what is honor? It's basically having certain standards for myself. That's really what that means. Honor is being a man, okay? Being a fucking man. Sticking to your word, being who you are, not having to bow to anyone. Like having a fucking spine straight, having your spine straight. If you in your life don't have the ability to tell people to go fuck themselves, if you don't have your own life under control, if another man in your life can tell you what the fuck to do, you're not a man. You are controlled, essentially, right? Now there are costs to that. High price. Having honor is extremely, extremely costly, but that's a decision that you can make. I mean, you can live your life much more stress-free, much less stress, and much maybe cheaper in terms of emotional pain and sometimes physical pain. Who knows? A lot of stuff. It's much easier, but honor is something that you have to afford, and you got to make that decision. And that's the only thing that can keep you alive, you see. Once you start sacrificing and compromising your honor, you have spiritually died already, or you are beginning to die spiritually, you see. Now, that's it. Your honor and the thought form that you build up around that energy field is like a battery that can keep you alive and those that come after you, those that carry your name and all these things, right? But once you start compromising that, this battery, this light begins to die out, you know? Never mind. Honor, very important thing. And whatever else, you're free to choose that, of course, but then you have to stick to it, obviously, right? So the point is, my friend, in order to build up spiritual power, you need to have a strong identity. This is not a physical thing. None of what I just said was something physical, you know? I didn't say, oh, in order to be a powerful man, you need to have big muscles. I didn't say that, did I? That has nothing to do with that, almost nothing. You know, it's a spiritual process, spiritual power. You know, in order to build up spiritual power, you need honor, you need ethics, and you need a strong identity that was created by you. You know, there were times where people would go through a symbolic initiation, which was essentially let's call it, a good example would be the metaphor of Osiris becoming Horus. You see, it's a transition, it's a transformation, and there's a dark night of the soul in between there. It's a destruction of the old self, and then it's going to be reborn, right? That's what is necessary to become mature. You see, you know, and those of you, like, maybe I'm going to have some feminists here later that watch this video. Why do you talk about men? Why are you talking about men? Because it's fucking Horus and Osiris. This is not what Isis does. Isis is not going through that process. Yes, women and men have a different spiritual process that they have to go through. Of course. It's not that one is better than the other. It's that they're complementary, you understand? Because Osiris could not have been reborn into Horus without Isis, without her power, without her love that put them back together. But all you women, all of a sudden, don't even know what that means to be a woman anymore. You know, it's not our fault. It's not men's fault that the world's out of balance. It's women, to a large extent as well. Now, don't get me started in this direction, because it's not just one or the other. Now, everybody's kind of like out of balance. What I'm trying to say is, what I'm trying to transfer and explain in this fucking video is that the spiritual vessel that you have needs a structure. You need to build that structure. And one key component of that is the identity. Be, do, and have. So what would it be? Talk to you in the next video. Peace.